We are back on the Morning Brew with Friends, and I got my old friends Adam and Tom from Albuquerque the Magazine. Good to see you guys. And I love this when worlds collide, because if I could find the page in the new issue of Albuquerque the Magazine here, this is so much fun. You guys actually profiled this month the guys who were just here talking about the Jungle Book.
That's right.
And there are so many pages in this thing, I can't find the page I was looking for. Here's the same photo we've got of our friends from the Theater Thursday. It's great.
Yeah,
I love when worlds collide.
It's an especially big issue this month, too.
It is. This is thick and heavy.
Yeah, I think it's part advertising and part just all our features. We got the food and wine issue going.
Tons of food.
Yeah.
Well, we had on yesterday the chef from Moss, the new restaurant downtown, and he brought in this giant silver thing that said Albuquerque the Magazine on it. You could talk about what that is.
Right. Yeah, that was the Hot Plate Award. So obviously, you and your viewers already know what the Hot Plate Award is. We do it annually. So we just go around town, we search out, find the coolest things that are going on in Albuquerque's restaurants and in their kitchens and with people, that have things to do with food in Albuquerque. So yeah, we awarded him for his bruschetta de la boca.
I think that was exactly what it was, yeah.
Oh,
we were trying to get him to bring some of that in. But he brought in some sherry yesterday. We were having some sherry. And
oh, nice.
That's even better.
Yeah, sherry and manchego cheese, and he brought in some jamon from Spain. It was a fun morning on the show.
Yeah, the manchego cheese is actually like an integral part of that dish, too.
Right.
It's toasted bread with manchego cheese, heavy cream, and then it's topped off with an egg and then truffle.
Oh, so that sounds excellent.
Yeah, I mean, we could not get
How many of those awards are there in the magazine?
I think there's more than 15 in this one.
And how horrible was it to have to go out and scour the city and eat all this food?
It's tough. Someone has to do it, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Someone has to go out and try the best meals. What was your favorite, Adam?
The one that I really liked was the Pueblo Feast from the Pueblo Harvest Cafe there at the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center.
Yeah.
And because every year, 18 out of the 19 pueblos, they have a feast day where they invite, friends and family to their pueblo, and they open their homes and they feed them. So they actually imitate this at the Pueblo Harvest Cafe. So you could go and get a meal for 3 or 4 people, and it's just a combination of all sorts of different things.
So it's beans and rice and calabacita.
Exactly.
And the whole 9 yards.
Exactly. Enchiladas, like a hummus enchilada. And
Oh, I know where I'm going for breakfast now. That sounds
exactly.
That sounds like perfect comfort food, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I just like the tradition behind it,
Right.
And it's not just
Well, you're a New Mexican. You know how that stuff, you're from Cruces. You know how this stuff is it's embedded in our culture, and it makes you think of home and grandma when you're eating calabacitas and rice and beans and all of that.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Exactly.
What was your favorite, Tom?
Yeah, you know what? That is a great question. I would have to say it was probably, Moss's dish is fantastic, but there are just so many out there. In fact, we didn't just give awards for food, too. We gave it out for just people doing really innovative things, like the chef at Los Poblanos.
Yeah.
We gave him a Hot Plate Award for just using all local ingredients. I think 90% of his ingredients that he uses during the growing season are local, right?
Oh, that's pretty fun.
Yeah, so
I
we
love
gave him a
that.
hot plate for it.
That's
so,
very cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to find local produce, local anything like that.
Yeah.
So it's great to find chefs that do that. That's very cool.
I feel like it's making a comeback too,
Well, the
I mean,
local
farm to
vor
table.
movement.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And did you find that this year more than any other, that the local vor movement and the idea of getting local produce was bigger?
It definitely is a movement. I heard the gentleman earlier talking about Farm and Table.
Right, Kenny's big event on Saturday is at Farm and Table. They actually grow all of their
Right
own
there on
stuff
site.
in the back.
As the Los Poblanos does that
Los
as well.
Poblanos does that. And Los Poblanos, you can even get that stuff delivered to your house. They will send you the box.
Yeah.
The Skarsgård Farms guys.
Oh,
They
that's
send
right.
you
Yeah, the harvest box.
Right.
That's right. Yeah, so even if you don't have your own yard, you can still get local fresh produce.
Right.
Which
It's
is
so
great.
much fun.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Adam, you do one of my favorite things is they send Adam out at the magazine, and they just find something crazy in Albuquerque for Adam to do. And you've gone rock climbing, you've gone skydiving, you've done all. What did you do this month?
Well, it wasn't very athletic this time, which I was grateful for because I'm not in best physical shape. I did a Designs by Wine class at Kelly Joe's.
I don't know what this is. What is this?
Kelly Jo Designs. She's a local artist. She makes those really colorful ceramics, pottery over there in the North Valley. And she also has a painting class. So you go to this class and they have an instructor and it's themed. So my theme was Blooming Garden, and the instructor takes you through the painting step by step. So there's over 50 people there learning how to paint a blooming garden, but at the same time they have a wine bar in the back. So you're able to buy a glass of wine or even buy a bottle of wine and share with people. So it's just a real social event. And it's not for the artist. You know, I could barely draw a stick figure, but somehow my painting ended up looking somewhat like a blooming garden. They tell you what, they tell you how many pumps of which colors of paint to put on your palette and which colors to mix and where to stroke the canvas.
Is this like old school Bob Ross style where they like
with the tree.
swipe it and do the tree, do the lines, that kind of thing, or is it?
No, well, the instructor stands on a podium and she has a big piece of butcher paper and then she has her own canvas. And she, you know, does it on the big butcher paper and then she puts it on her canvas. So you get to look at what she's doing and just, you know.
And then you get to look at your own painting and see how crappy yours is compared to hers.
You should have brought his in. It actually,
I would love to see it.
It's in my office.
Yeah, I think he's charging hundreds for it though. So you know, you got to have a decent amount of money.
Hundreds of
for
pennies.
that.
Exactly.
That sounds about right.
Actually, I probably would owe people to take the painting. But, you know.
What are you trying next month?
Well, I'm open to suggestions. Yeah,
we'll
find
keep
everyone in
for
suspense.
You.
Yeah.
How about hosting the morning brew? How about that?
And if you have something you want Adam to try, because you've tried skydiving. This is the things I can only remember here. What else?
Roller derby.
Roller derby.
I've tried roller derby.
Ice skating.
Yeah, I've hiked the La Luz Trail. I've tried ice skating. Yeah.
So send your suggestions, because you can tweet at us at My Morning Brew and find us at themorningbrew.tv. But tweet at us at My Morning Brew, and we will forward suggestions for things you want us to send Adam, crazy adventures you want us to send Adam on.
Yeah.
And we will see if he can get them in the magazine
Yeah.
next month.
I'll keep you in suspense though until the next time.
That
Yeah.
sounds like a
The
plan.
more dangerous, the better. Okay, I think Adam's okay with a
Anytime
little
there's
bit
a
of
love
waiver
that.
you have to sign, then it's that's
then-
when you know it's good.
Just briefly, you guys have the Marcom event coming up. That's the big networking event, Stacey Sacco's
Are you going to be there?
I'm going to try to get there this year,
Excellent.
absolutely.
Excellent.
It's a fun event. It's packed full of people. When is it? And remind us all the details.
Oh, you know what? It's a little bit far out, actually. We're
Okay.
not quite there yet, but we're
Okay.
getting closer. So, yeah, but you will be able to find more details in our mag. So
Okay,
we
great.
actually have advertisements in there for that.
Oh, great. I think
Yes.
it's in mid-May at some point here.
Mid-May.
And
Gotcha.
the Marcom event is one of those very fun things. Well, we're going to be back in a couple of seconds on the Morning Brew with Friends, but we're going to see if we can get everybody to tweet at My Morning Brew. Do something like #AdamDoesIt. And we'll see if we can make that happen, you know? Maybe we'll make Adam make a bottle cap
check it out.
snake. Put your artistic talents to work on that.
Exactly, my newly founded.
We'll turn you loose with Kenny this weekend at the Cinco de Mayo show. We'll see what happens.
Let's see. I'll get a booth at the rail yards maybe.
Oh,
That'd be
nice.
all right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Well, speaking of the rail yards, we got Adam from the rail yards, Alex from the rail yards coming up in just a couple of minutes on the Morning Brew with Friends.
Nice.